Today is a stage 3 N55 kind of day. This is the perfect turbocharger for your N55. It will take on a B58. This is absolutely nuts. Yes, we have another N55 in for the infamous Pure 500 turbocharger. You've probably seen in a couple of episodes ago, we covered the Pure 500 in pneumatic wastegate form, and this car here has got an electronic wastegate plus. We have the Dorch DS15250. Now the codename 15 is the 1.5. This is the newer variant. It can handle up to 250 bar of fuel pressure, and it will surpass the needs of the Pure 500, but gives us the ability to take it even further if we wanted to. It also is E85 compatible, so we can take the fueling further as long as the low pressure fuel pump and injectors allow. Now on the N55s, you're probably aware we have tuned them previously to about 620 brake horsepower without changing the injectors with methanol, ethanol and a TU pump. But this DS15250 is a game changer, especially for the N55 guys. They have upgraded the fuel pump variants for the B58 and S58 models. But yeah, this should do the job today. You probably recognize this car from a previous video where we did a stage 2 comparison of this version and a facelift version. We did fit a high flow NVM turbo inlet pipe, so that will mate up perfectly to the larger compressor of the Pure 500. This is a Garrett style, GT28 style turbocharger with click blades, and it replaces the original compressor housing, so utilizes the stock turbo fold on the N55. So it's quite labor intensive doing a turbo change on an N55. There's so many components that need to come off. We are giving it fresh oil and oil filter, and we are running 97506 plugs gapped accordingly. So we're gonna fit all of that, put it together and see what we can achieve today. Now it's supposed to be an N55 day, but we're going to chuck a bit of B58 goodness in there, courtesy of the Silver Surfer. As you're probably aware, it's now fully complete. It's done its first show at BMW Live at Alton Park, and everyone was absolutely gobsmacked with the exterior, interior, and obviously the engine swap. There's a few things we do have to address. We need one of these, courtesy of TurboSmart, more so. We need a dump valve, a blow-off valve. This car makes some awesome noises, but what we have found is without the Valvetronic running on this car, we do get a bit of compressor surge. It might sound good, but it's no good for the turbocharger, and especially if you're going to upgrade turbocharger with our 420R or our 650G, we need to be able to release that pressure. So we have just mocked up the aluminium charge pipe with a Boss for a V-port TurboSmart blow-off valve. Now it's there to do a job, not just to sound good. So we're going to mock this up, get it fitted, see what it sounds like and see what it drives like too. There is a few things that I have done. I've added some beautiful gold titanium voltage. I think that gold and silver theme just looks so good. We've done some rewiring as well, added a main relay, 2 cut-off switches as well, one for the ECU, one for the power steering. And now we also have the power steering working from ECU control, so we can tell it when to come on, how hard to come on, etc. So now we have full ECU control of the power steering and the charge cooler pump as well. We might have to redo the charge cooling system only because we haven't really stress tested it, if you can hear me. We haven't really stress tested it above kind of 1.3 bar, so I think all of that's going to come into play. Maybe run an ice tank, maybe run port meth, maybe run port injection. I don't know, but you will have to subscribe for the next episode on this Silver Surfer. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Oh, 25 years of Turbo Smart. I think we're going to have to run a big Turbo Smart 72, 76, as big as we can get in the space allowed on the E46. And yes, send this car to the moon. By the way, brand new merch coming to the online shop. Make sure you guys are subscribed because I'm gonna pick a few winners out of the comments in this video for the new merch drop, so you get it free of charge. Houston, we have a problem.
Houston, we have a problem.
So we can't complete a full run because there is an actual Valvetronic error in the DME. So I'm gonna have to do a quick visual inspection and try and do a reset of the actual eccentric shaft solenoid and then continue tuning. So the Valvetronic is imperative to all N series tuning, especially the N55. Without that operational, when you get a condition of a fault, you won't get maximum valve lift. That in turn will cause a bit of a choke in the cylinder head with all of this boost. So quick visual inspection and a little listen with our stethoscope. It doesn't seem like the Valvetronic or the eccentric camshaft is broken or snapped. Otherwise that would be a really noisy problem. But looking at the system, it looks like it needs a full reset. So we're going to do a full solenoid teach in, and that'll reset the position of the angle on the eccentric shaft, and then we can actually start tuning. This is a vlog that keeps on giving. Check these bad boys out. Brand new wheel from NV Forge, the DR10s drag style wheels, maximum weight saving, greatest cooling, and they're even knurled as well so that the tire doesn't slip on launching. These are actually for our G42 M240i, which we are going to take to Santa Pod. We are going to get some quarter mile times, maybe stick some sticky tires on them and see how fast we can go. Well, that's really good to see. 421 brake horsepower, 681 newton meters of torque. The beauty of the Dorch high pressure fuel pump in comparison to like a TU or the original is that we can have a lot more boost low down and have the fueling for it. So we reduce all knock. So let's carry on and see what we can achieve. We're heading in the right direction. We have just passed 700 newton meters of torque with zero timing pull. We are going to keep it on the stock map sensor with 99 RON fuel, as we've tested before with the Pure 500s. You can't get above 1.5 bar, or you can't have the ignition timing for it. So it's kind of pointless going for a bigger map sensor at this moment in time. But we're at 1.4 bar of boost, and I think there's more in it. So final results for this 2013 M135i electronic wastegate with a Pure 500 hybrid turbocharger, NVM turbo inlet pipe, charge pipe, downpipe and intercooler. We finished up today at 456 brake horsepower, 721 newton meters of torque. Absolute savage for an N55 on 99 RON fuel. Obviously with ethanol, race fuel or even meth injection, we could probably take it further, but this is an absolute beast. Almost 270 newton meters of torque increase and 132 brake horsepower. Those kind of increases are absolutely insane. I'll overlay the graph over the Stage 2 as well so you can see the actual characteristics of the Pure 500. So you can see the comparison with the stock turbocharger and the Pure 500. You can see above 5,500 RPM, we do run out of puff with the stock compressor housing. Although there is a back pressure issue with N55s and that turbofold, this turbocharger works beautifully with everything there. You can see power almost held to the red line at 7,000 RPM, and the difference between Stage 2 is about 400 brake horsepower in made, so 55 brake horsepower, and at about 85 Newton meters of torque over the stock turbocharger. Yes, we know you guys have been asking for dyno graphs of the Pure 500. There's not enough information out there, but I think this is the perfect turbocharger for your N55, and potentially it will take on a B58 Stage 2 Plus. Almost 460 brake horsepower, mate. It's crazy because there's minimal lag from this setup. And it's the perfect kind of fast road 99 run turbocharger. You just can't beat the sound of an N55. All the B58 guys will be like, no, big single turbo and a B50. Mate, a big single turbo is about 10 grand. We got that ejectocito button. This is absolutely nuts. And I think that concludes today's episode on the Pure 500 installation on the N55 electronic race kit. I absolutely love this car, and for the price point of an N55 M135i in comparison to an M140, you can't go wrong with this setup. Absolute savage. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button with the bell notification icon on, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.
Don't matter if you cast for the road or tracks. Mexico on the lanes or Dunnington doing up laps. Car man, I got maps doing up maps. Maximum power, cars get gaps. They got tuners, we got tuners, but they're tuners a load of. Man got the map, what kind of map? Best boat map, fastest lap. Zoom in past, don't watch how big mad map. 3 maps, take a passenger seat, watch a man collapse. Foot to the floor, rev to the max. See him come through like axe. All you see is flames, all you hear is bullets and bats. He's doing it well, he's doing it right, and they can't do it like man. NV Motorsport, it's in the game. Gang.